And Glenn, I want to ask you about the watch a lot. I want to ask you about what you're doing in business, but I got to ask you about this Indiana story that's really sweeping across the tech community. You're based in Seattle. You have a lot of operations in San Francisco. You do a lot of real estate listings in Indiana, yes?
Yeah.
So what does this mean to you?
Well, I think every CEO is thinking about what we're going to do in Indiana because we're all appalled by the law. We have an open environment at Redfin. Most of the cultures that produce great technology are the same, and so everybody woke up this morning and said, what in the world were they thinking? And what am I going to do about it? So we've got to decide what we're going to do about it. We haven't decided yet, but nobody likes it. Nobody likes it.
Interesting. All right. Well, I appreciate your commentary about don't mean to ambush you with that surprise question.
No.
You can do that. All right. So the switching gears massively. This watch thing is interesting because you've got to decide what kind of assets you want. How much money does your business, which is making decisions about allocate capital every day, why spend money developing for a platform that has 0 users?
Well, nobody wants to bet against Apple. They take platforms and make them beautiful. Things that people have used or worn for decades suddenly become gorgeous and sexy and cool. And if you actually build software on the Apple Watch, it will make a believer out of you. It is an amazing platform. Everything about it is so smooth, so Apple. You know, the API doesn't let you do everything, but what it does perfectly. And so we're just trying to address that voyeuristic need when you walk into somebody's house and you wonder what it's worth, when you're interested in a listing and you wonder what its price is, if you even want to see it. People can just do that at a glance. And that's something that really appeals to our users. They want to know more about their environment without having to dig out their phone and fire up an application. They just want to see it in the context of their daily lives.
For those who don't know Redfin, I mean, you're essentially a realtor.
Yes.
Right? But listings and realtor all tied into one.
Yes, we're a technology-powered real estate broker. So our idea is that we've got all these real estate agents who provide local service, but we've also got the most amazing website for searching listings, this mobile application that lets you tour them on demand, and we put that together to save people thousands of dollars when they buy a house, to get them an agent who's really on their side, to get them into the property fast, and to save them a ton of money.
Yeah, and I don't want to get into too much, but the way you compensate agents, the way you run the agency is completely different than everything else in real estate. But I wonder, how does the watch drive business to Redfin?
Well, all of our traffic is moving to mobile. We think it's going to move to the watch the way it did to the iPhone and to the Android device. And so the reason our real estate agents are so efficient is because the world has beat a path to our door. And that path goes through mobile. We don't spend any money really advertising our service. We don't have our agents prospecting for business. We have consumers looking for information through the channels that they really want, which is a watch and a phone and sometimes their browser, but increasingly it's these mobile devices. So betting big on new mobile platforms has been great.
So you're really focusing on getting closer to the consumer with the watch, because that's really what's driving your business, is what the consumer wants.
Yeah, they want the information, and they're going to work with the people who give it to them. And so Redfin has just had millions of people on our website, millions of people on our applications, and that's what's allowed our realtors to really focus just on doing the right thing. They don't have to worry about making the next deal. They don't have to worry about their commission because they meet the customer through these channels.